I can speak in Hindi. English is fine for all? Okay, amazing. So, how many of you have seen your friend, your relative, or maybe yourself in a scam? Have you come across it? No scams? Oh, okay, that's a lot of hands. Amazing, right? So, you must have seen how vulnerable people become for such scams. It's not because they are dumb, it's because of the situation they are put into. And it's a very, very important topic to be discussed in today's age. Social media has made us look at different kinds of scams happening. At the same time, it has also made us vulnerable to these scams and made it very easy. Okay? And you'll be surprised, in India, people have lost 23,000 crores for scams in just 2024. And this number has tripled since 2023. And on top of it, even the cases registered have doubled from 10 lakh to 20 lakh cases. Now you must have understood how important it is. And just imagine these are reported cases. I'm sure your friends, whatever they have faced, only 50% would be reported. Rest of them can be small amount. If it's big amount, then they are reported. If it's small, then they don't even get reported. So this is a very practical topic for all of us to understand, and we will not be discussing theory at all. We'll be going through every scam in detail to understand the patterns and understand the red flags in the scam, and also know how do you be safe with such scams. Let's get going. So we have around 6 scams right here to be discussed, and we will be going on each of them in detail with a case study as well, right? Hope we just go as quick as possible because the time is limited, and we can have a Q&A round as well at the end if the time permits to take up some questions. Right. So firstly, I'm Chandralekha, and I am a founder and a finance creator. I guess we have got enough introduction by, the sir. And so let's get going. I don't want to introduce myself more than this. I have worked with KPMG, and today I'm a creator, and I have a company called Dime. Okay. So, great. Let's go. The first scam is chef investing for daughter's education scammed. He lost 38 lakh rupees. So this is a classic case of an investment scam. You must have come across this multiple times in multiple occasions as well. So let's see how this scam actually happened. Okay. So first thing, Sumit, that is the victim, he actually liked one of the posts, of influencer post. Okay, you can call me also of influencer, but I would say I'm a educator. So he liked the post, which is very normal. You would have seen so many people out there. Not everyone is making the safest content for people, right? He liked, and immediately the scammer saw his need. Okay, there is a guy who's interested in my post. Okay, he's looking for some investment, right? And he was contacted by the scammer who was pretending to be from 361 WAM. Okay. Now, 361 WAM is actually a legit wealth company. Okay. So, Sumit would have gone on Google and searched, okay, what is 361 WAM? He's like, okay, this is a very big company. Good. Let's proceed. Right. Now, the scammer sent a link that looked like an official onboarding form, and Sumit submitted all his personal details. The moment you give personal details, the moment you're asked personal details, you're thinking, okay, this is legit, I have a form to fill, and then I'm onboarding, right? Once that happened, he got the login credentials as well for a cloned website of 361 WAM, right? And this is quite possible. And I will also tell you how to catch these things, right? So he got the login credential, and he was added to a WhatsApp group. Now what I want you all to be thinking in the back of the mind, when you're listening to me, keep noting down the red flags you're seeing in this entire process. So that when we come to the red flag slide, if you have at least noticed more than 5 red flags or more than 50%, then you will not fall into a scam. That is how much I can say, right? Start identifying the patterns. He was added to a WhatsApp group, which is very common with scamsters, or a Telegram group, right? Then scammers sent a stage profit screenshot claiming massive returns of 950%. Now, when you look at screenshots, you never know if it's fake or real, right? But you will never know it, but you have to look at the returns, and we'll come to that later. Now, the next, small profits were shown. So, Sumit, what he did, he invested 2 lakh rupees. Immediately, he started seeing profit, right? 20% gain he saw. You're like, okay, TK, 20% is not too much. It's not doubling my money. It's fine. So, Sumit thought, okay, things are going good. So, stocks that were shown was real, but actually, entire app and entire website was fake, right? And then he was pressurized to increase the capital, okay? And they said, okay, boss, you are able to now see 20% profit. Why don't you increase? Now, you need to understand what situation Sumit would have been in. He has saved money for daughter's education. Maybe he has requirement of more money. He saw this is legit, 20% is not available anywhere else. Let's trust and let's put more money. And of course, these scams don't happen suddenly. Like you might say, how Sumit did 38 lakhs, like, isn't he very greedy? No, this would have happened for a period of months. If we show everything, it'll be hard to complete, right? And he invested. Now the dashboard started showing much, much higher profit. It showed 3.4 crores, and then he thought, okay, let me withdraw at least 1.7 crore. He invested 38 lakh, that became 1.7 crore. When he went to withdraw, they were like, boss, you cannot withdraw the money. You need to pay 15% service fee of 3.4 crore. That's 51 lakhs. And now Sumit started understanding, okay, something is clearly wrong. I'm not able to withdraw my own money, right? And they understood. Sumit understood it's a scam and they ran. They ditched him. They're like, bye, ghosted. So that's what happened. WhatsApp group removed. The dashboard didn't work. The website didn't work. Everything, nothing worked. They fled. And Sumit actually filed a complaint with the police, and the police could at least trace 19 lakh of this, and that is how much he got. The rest of the money he saved for daughter's education is gone. And this is the first scam. Now, a lot of scams like this are happening. You can see Karnataka. Then you have, a lot of other places where scams are happening. You can see the kinds of headlines that you'll keep reading. When you read those headlines, you will not know much because the article will have only little information about it, right? But the person, what they've gone through for a number of months will be very intense. It's not so easy to catch this. So this is a very common scam. Now, red flags. So I guess you must have identified some red flags when you saw how the scam was happening, right? Let's see. So the first is impersonation of trusted experts, right? Now they'll have fake SEBI numbers, they'll have fake IDs, so many things. How difficult it is. If 5 years ago we used to produce fake documents of personal stuff, today with AI, it's much more easy. It's in seconds. Even you can do it, right? It's getting more and more harder for people to trace these things, right? And investment push to WhatsApp or Telegram. That's the biggest red flag I just told. Reliable. No party will ever communicate these things on WhatsApp or Telegram. It'll be either over email or it'll be over a phone call where you have the company's own dashboard. The website will be real, not like this, right? So cloned website. Now, how do you understand if the website is cloned? Best way is go to the official, first type. You would see so many news articles online, right? You would see so many published articles. Go and see there what is the name of the company written. News articles would have published the real company, right? So at least so much research if you can do, you'll understand the name has some issue. There'll be some letter next to it, or it'll be something would have got added to the URL, which will make you feel like it's legit. That itself is a big red flag, right? Unrealistic guaranteed returns. Now, For this, one of the most important awarenesses, you need to understand what's a realistic return, what's an unrealistic return. Best way is start with a benchmark, right? If your fixed deposits, that is your most safest investment, is giving 6% or 7% in a year, anything above that will come with a risk, correct? If the safest is giving, that's your benchmark. Now, anything above is coming. The maximum that you can see depends on the kind of the instrument, okay? For example, bonds can give up to 10, 11%, equity can give up to 17%, and then your real estate, it depends on your investment, that can give 30, 40%, but nowhere it's going to give 20% per trade, or even 5% daily. How much does 5% daily equate to, right? That's 365%. And 950% total profit. None of this makes any sense. So please have a benchmark for yourself to understand what's realistic and what's not. So small initial profits, typical case of a scam. They'll show you profits. They won't say, boss, we're not able to give it. They'll show once, twice, thrice, 10th time also they'll show you profit. When are you going to fall for it? So always identify before you're seeing the profit. Or else you'll be like, okay, 10th time I got profit, now I have to go all in. This is a classic case of gambling also, right? So same thing, same mentality. We need to change that mentality. Withdrawable blocks, right? So now if you try to withdraw, there'll always be some condition, right? Because that's how they're making money. They're not investing anywhere to make money. They're getting your money and keeping it. It's just theft, robbery, nothing other than that. But in a modern format. And pressure to increase deposits. We saw how Sumit was pressurized. Right? And if you're in a need of it, you're automatically pressurized by your own self as well, right? And then request for sensitive documents. This is also one of the things, right? Most people think, okay, if documentations they are asking, that means it's legit. What did he do with those documents? Everything you only did for yourself, right? I mean, Sumit did for himself. He went, logged into his website, logged into a fake website. He only put in the money. Everything self-done. So awareness is the only way he could have stopped this, right? And this is the kind of document they sent him, 361 asset with a bull. If you go to the actual website, it will not even be a bull. This is different logo. Even SEBI registration, he can fake it. Anyone can fake it. They can put the real company registration number. Even document can be fake. So it is the pattern together you need to identify. It's not one or two things that you identify, right? So now, how to verify red flags? Now, if a person is contacting you, please check their LinkedIn, which company the person is working, what has been their history. Then you please check if it's a social media profile, does it have a blue tick or not, right? Because blue tick depends on ID verification. See, even I have so many fake accounts. I mean, I don't run them. Somebody runs it in my name. Even Grow has fake accounts. IND app has fake account. Every financial company has their own fake accounts. So you need to know what is real, correct? Then, if it is a website, I already said those URLs you will have to observe with the legit website. And SEBI registration number, there is a website for SEBI registered advisors. You can go to that website and put the registration number. You'll get the exact name of this person. Okay, exactly. And even the company name also you'll get. When you see that name, you'll be like, okay, this name and that name looks totally different. So why am I investing here, right? That's the thing. And these are the main main ways you identify. And a lot of them I already covered while explaining, right? And the next best way also to do is, if there is a website for that scam website, call them, call the customer care. If they are not picking up even on your 5th trial, it's gone, right? It's a waste. So try to call whatever numbers they have on the website, see if it is legit or not, then take a call. Okay, all this is super important. You can even mail and see if they are replying or not. Okay, cool. Next, deep fake video. Has anyone come across a deep fake video on Facebook or Instagram of anyone? What is the meaning of deep fake video? Basically, it's not the real person talking, it's someone else talking. I have seen my grandparents coming across these videos on Facebook. And I went and saw there are a lot of people who have lost money also. Especially with senior people, it's very, very easy for these things to happen. Okay, so my grandfather one day came and he asked me, look, Nirmala Sitharaman announced something, why don't you make a video on it? I'm like, when did she announce? There was no news, nothing. I went and saw it's a fake video, lip synced. This is very common. And so many are happening. Now with new AI tools like Sora and Google, VO3, everything, it's even easier to generate a phone footage that looks real. It's that easy. So you need to do your own research in the back end. And this person actually lost money because of this, right? So she saw an AI generated video of Nirmala Sitharamanji promoting a trading website. Now why would anyone promote it? Forget, okay, if believing this is not easy, I'll tell you, even influencers, right? Like popular influencers are there. Akshat Srivastava, it can be Ankur Wariko. So many people are there, financial influencers. Even their video is being faked and put with the link saying, join my WhatsApp community, right? They're lip sync. It's not so difficult to now lip sync the lips and the audio, right? That they're doing. Now you'll believe, okay, influencer is taking me to a group. If believing Nirmala Sitharaman is unbelievable, then this can also happen, right? And then again, personal documents were collected, initial investment, fabricated profit dashboard. Fabrication of profit dashboard is the most common things. If you're seeing any video putting their profits on the video and saying, look, this is how much I made, but you're not looking at it, it's not real, okay? That's why Zerodha came up with a way for traders to show those screenshots, right? You need the link and it opens directly on Zerodha itself. That's a legit way. So Zerodha did see all of this happening and they started something different on it, right? So you can ask for that dashboard, show me, give me a Zerodha link, I'm gonna go and see that, right? Because that's legit, you can't fabricate that. So again, fabricated dashboards, high earnings, again fake shown, and finally she realized, okay, she lost the money and went and complained it. Typical patterns, of course she's an old woman, 70 years, she will have some savings made for the kids. She believed it and invested. And this has happened, one of the time I wanted to see how these scammers are working. And I actually went on an influencer's video who was, stock market influencers are the ones on whom these scams are done. What happened was this, after I clicked the link, they took me to a WhatsApp group and they even messaged me telling what are your goals, what do you want to do, everything legit. You have an insurance, it's like everything like a personal financial planner, they'll come and question you. And then they'll be like, you can invest in this app and everything. So all these are typical things that happens, you know, in a scam. So, one second. Yeah, so lot of these scams have happened. Look, Sadhguru's deep fake video is there. So Aditi Rao, Neha Kakkar, so many people's deep fake video is there. Whatever they are popular for, you will have a video at it. And at the end of the day, agenda is clear, you're going to lose money, right? And common red flags is always famous personalities, right, who are known to do these things. And these red flags are very, very similar to our previous red flags. And there's always psychological manipulation involved in different manners. So you need to understand red flags can be divided into two parts. One is tangible red flags and one more is intangible red flags, right? Intangible, you see those red flags right in front of you. Intangible, you can't see it, you only feel it. So it's important to understand your internal feelings also and what you're able to see as well. Only then you can identify red flags. Okay, so, okay, this is published by government itself on Twitter. Look, PIB. They have published it telling these videos are fake. This is happening. It's very legit. Okay? And audio and sync issues, if you can't understand if it's a real or a fake video, observe their lip syncing properly. You will somehow find it. I'm sure in 1 year that will also be untraceable, but at least for the time being, you can still look at it. Best ways, please go on news channels. Please go search if this is actually there or not. News channels would have covered it. Sometimes you need to go and do that research, right? And so PIB fact check, that's a government portal, government page. You can follow PIB on both Instagram and Twitter. They update about every scam right then and there, right? Please go through it. Yeah, compare the returns with the markets. Cool? Now, going ahead. Next is this, Fake loan scam. Have you come across anyone? Any one of your friends or relatives going through it at any period? How many people need loans, right? Many people need loans. See, I can see one or two hands here and there. All right. So, Mumbai resident harassed by fake loan apps after taking a 4,400 rupee instant loan. Money is small. See, there are very important resources in this world, right? One is your time, one is your health, one is money, right? And out of these three, two are lost with these scams. It's not just the amount you're losing, it's the time, it's the mental pressure that so many things you'll be going through. So let's see what happened. So, victim downloads an instant, loan app. Basically, these apps, how they work is, if you sign up on the app, based on your profile, they will tell, okay, you can withdraw 10,000 or 20,000 rupees. This is the interest rate. Later you repay. Basic loan. But here you get instantly, no verification, nothing. Because it's a small amount, then not much verifications done, even on legit websites. But fake, they have a different ball game here, right? So, you download an instant loan app, and shockingly, these apps were even available on Play Store and App Store. Yeah, it was there. Government then banned it. After lot of complaints, government banned it. Okay, it's not even like a random app. So now app extracts very sensitive permissions. During sign up, the app asks for access to contacts, all these personal details. And since the person needs a loan, he said, allow. You allowed for everything? Now, small loan credited. Okay, so he saw suddenly 4,400 rupees alone, and he's like, okay, good, this came in. Just after that, they started asking, repay 7,000 in 14 days. So, on top of it, they've added double interest, and they're like, you pay me this money, right? Heavy charges, unrealistic deadline. And a chain of new loans started appearing in his name. Now, of course, this person would have filled his PAN number and everything, right? Now, random loans are being taken against his PAN. How will anyone even verify this? It's just through an app, right? You just need a PAN number, anyone can take a loan. If I give my PAN, you can also go take a loan, right? So it's that easy. So harassment began. Now, this is the worst part. They started contacting their colleagues, parents, whoever is in their life, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, anywhere, and they started putting a pressure. And they start doing all unethical, vulgar things in such a way that you feel pressurized to pay money that you never took. Okay? This is a small amount, but look at what all you have to go through for this, right? And they receive claims that victim is a criminal, and photos, again, photos though, I don't even have to talk, you can do anything, right, with this. Photos were being sent, bad photos, then he started blocking the numbers, he uninstalled the app also. Still, they started calling him from different numbers. So much of unnecessary time waste, pressure, everything, right, for this. And then finally, the victim actually posted this on Reddit, and he complained it to the police as well. So you can see a lot of these stories on Reddit. How many of you are active on Reddit? I'm not sure. In fact, before Instagram and YouTube, you have to be on Reddit. I know I am on Instagram, but still I'm saying this, right? Because Reddit is not for influencers, it's for real people, where people post their stories and opinions. Please have this app installed on your phone. Just search whatever you want to see. You will see real people's stories on Reddit. Any kind of age group you belong to, please install Reddit and research real people's stories before you take a decision. May not be all stories in your life, but at least so many important things which are common will be there. You'll get to read and read the comments, go through the stories. I feel that will save you at least 50% headache, right? Now, these common red flags you have to know as phone permission. You got it, right? You don't need those many permissions for, instant loan. And again, small amount will get credited. Then again, they'll start, pressurizing you for a bigger amount. They'll be like, you have to pay 30% interest and all those things, right? So all these are the common red flags. I feel you must have already identified from after we went from the first slide. Now I feel you're getting smarter with identifying the red flags. As we move across, you'll be like, now I know the red flags. It's not so easy to fool me, right? So you can see these are the banned apps which the government only had released. And see, most of these scam companies, right, they say they are NBFCs, that is non-financial banking companies. Okay. Now these companies can give loans, but they cannot accept deposits. Okay. So with this, what happens is you think, okay, this is an NBFC, let me take a loan. But the government has its own PDF which lists all the legit NBFC companies in India. Please go through that. See if this app is there in it or not. See who has developed this app. What is the registration name? Everything. You just go to Play Store, click on About Developer. You'll see who has developed this app. What is the details? Then go to RBI's website. There also you can see if this is legit company or not. Okay, it's that simple. So please always verify this before you put your money. Once you put your money, you already become a slave. So without putting money, you do all this work. Next, digital arrest scam. This is very popular. I don't know, you must have seen this. There was a famous influencer who even posted a video telling he was fallen for a digital arrest scam as well. Okay, so let's see what it is. Bengaluru techie loses 32 crores to fraudsters because of a parcel. Now 32 crores is insane amount, and you feel, who even loses so much money, right? But over 6 months he has lost. All right. Okay. So he got a fake, so the women got a fake courier call. A 57-year-old woman gets a call from someone posing as DHL employee and claiming her parcel contains some passports, credit cards and MDMA, drugs and everything it has. They're like, okay, we have to, call you to the station and everything. Then instead of doing that, so now the lady is scared, right? Now she gets a call from CBI officer, not real, fake, right? Someone who pretends to be police and CBI officer, she gets a call, and then they are accused her for money laundering and warn her not to contact to police. Now, you might be thinking, what money laundering? Why would she launder money? Someone who has that much assets, right? Little benefit of doubt will be there. Okay, somewhere something, even they would have earned. See, without you doing something, you won't easily fall off to the scam. These scammers are very intelligent. They do all background check. They see what kind of person you are, how have you earned that money, everything they see. Based on it only, they put these things. It's not like directly they go and say, you're money laundering, right? So, they said that, then false claims, they claim criminals are watching her house and force her to stay on continuous Skype video calls. This is what is digital arrest. Basically, you're not going to a police station or something. They'll be like, if you do not comply to us, then we'll put you, we'll take you to the police station, we'll arrest you for it. So many things they tell you. Okay. So you're basically made to be in your own house while they're watching you. Okay. So that is what happened. And they showed all this RBI and Financial Intelligence Unit letters, right? How will you know how these letters look? How do legit letters look? You will not know. Whatever they give, you'll start believing it, right? And then she ends up doing all these transactions for random things. Clearance fee, they'll say, then verification, then say. I feel at this point, she kind of knows that all of it is going wrong. And you never know, right? Maybe there are other things which she doesn't want to come out and she falls vulnerable for this, right? Anything can happen. So then within 6 months, 32 crores was completely gone, and she sent they sent a forged clearance certificate and vanished. They even sent clearance certificate. Scam is over. It's enough. So this is, just imagine, like this is 32 crore for her. It can even be 3 lakh. It can be 1 lakh for you also, right? And that becomes substantial money. So, yeah. So there are a lot of these scams happening. Yeah, Ankush Baguna, he also made a video around this 40-hour digital arrest and everything. This is common. It's happening in so many places. Even there was this DHL scam, then there was this Blue Dart scam. So many scams keep happening where people call that saying your parcels are, this was very, very common, right? So I hope you are aware of this right now. All these are red patterns, right? If you have heard the scam, how it happened, you'll understand that these are the red patterns. See, that's how they call. It looks like a police station. It looks like some place. First of all, why will they video call you? They'll have to either, tell you to summon you to come to the police station or somewhere. Digitally, don't do anything. Like which police station? I'll come there and talk. Do that, right? Why do you want to, do video calls with a policeman, right? This itself is a big red flag, right? So all these things happened. Now, how do you verify? You must be having trust, people you can trust in your life, right? At least share them that this has happened, right? Even, like, always please talk to your family member or someone and tell them I'm in this. Don't fear. Don't fear that, okay, if I tell someone, they're going to do something. Those are only in movies. You can definitely share with your people. Use only official websites, verified phone numbers and domains and emails, right? And ask for written proof. Go to the police station, physically talk to them, do whatever, all these things that cannot be easily fabricated, okay? And we have even written, use Perplexity and Google. I don't know how many of you use Perplexity. I'm even giving, I guess I'm promoting a lot of apps right here. But if it's going to help you, I'm good about it, right? So Perplexity helps you get, it's way better than Google in terms of getting you the resource links, right? You type anything that you type on Google, type it in Perplexity app. It will give you ton amount of resources and it will gather from everywhere. It will even gather from Reddit also. It will even gather from multiple places and tell you, look, these things exist. Now you have AI. At least talk to AI. If you can't talk to people, at least use these apps and talk to it. Chat with it, right? You will definitely get solutions, and Perplexity is the crazy way to understand these scams, right? Yeah. Next, Ponzi scam. Okay, this is very, very, very common, but you know how these scams, these are very localized scams. So I'll also tell you what a Ponzi scam is, how it is. When you go through the scam, you'll understand what happens. So 6,000 crore mega fraud in Tamil Nadu, depositors fear total loss. It's not 1%, 2% loss. Hundreds of people have lost total of 6,000 crores. Okay. See, at one shot, so many people have fallen into the scam. So, first, trusted referral and first contact. You know how you fall into these scams? Your relative or friend only will come and tell. Look, I also have invested in this. You can also do, they are giving so much profit. Okay. This is a typical way for a Ponzi scheme, right? These are mostly local companies that promise returns, and your relatives, your friends might even be with them for 1-2 years. You know, these scams don't happen in 1 month, 2 months. They happen for 5 years. Once you have trusted them for 5 years, full money they'll take and go. This is how these happen. Until 5 years, you're thinking everything is legit. Right? Now, let's say if it's a bank, and if it's a bank, it's a new bank or something, which is not, of course, government regulated or something. You're depositing money every single month. Everything is fine. Suddenly, one fine day, something happens, theft happens, your money goes away. What will you do? You have trusted the bank for 5 years. That's why you have kept it. If someone asks you questions, you won't even have an answer. That's how these scams happen, even in investment. So victims were approached by trusted local agents or neighbors who endorsed LNS IFS as a safe high return investment. This was in Tamil Nadu. It was a company named LNS. Now these agents flaunted sudden wealth. Okay, they start showing photos with cars, Mercedes, Benz. You must have seen so many people do this. If I am promoting something to you, telling you to invest, you will start observing, what car I came in, what clothes I am wearing, right? What phone I'm using, where is my house? These are the typical ways. If someone's flaunting that to you for you to invest money, it's a big red flag, right? So that happened. Then credible promoters and convincing events. Founder and his team held polished seminars, presenting themselves as market expert, promising 6 to 10% monthly returns. FD gives 7% yearly. Equity also gives 15 to 17% yearly, not monthly. There's a huge difference, right? So they were promising that much returns, fake charts, staged testimonials were given. These look very legit. I'll tell you, I have personally seen multiple things. How many of you have heard of the word MLM? Ponzi schemes similarly happen this way. Okay, so this is how it happens. Your own friend will come, they would have pressured them to, get a referral for extra money and all that, and this happens. So early payouts to build trust, same. Pressure tactics to increase investments, multiple deposits and referral route. Of course, if all your friends have put money then, encouraging each other, you're like into it together, right? And these are very, very, very clever scams. These are not small scams. Just imagine if thousands of people should fall into it, how much smart they should be. They use shell companies and layered fund flows, creating a false sense of legitimacy. Even police cannot crack these scams. If they have 6,000 crores, they can get anything, correct? Payout freeze and scam expo. After a couple of years, payouts slowed, stopped. Requests for refunds were met with excuses. This is what happens. Now they are giving 6 to 10%. No, tomorrow it will become 3%. Then it will become 2%. Then there will be no money. All happens year and year. Okay. And all these people started going and complaining, and that's when the police started investigation. You see, for so many years, no one has caught a red flag. That's how it has happened, right? Lot of these schemes are happening. And you need Thane arrested. BCom dropout has done this scam. Odisha. All states has one Ponzi scam at least happening. Right? So red flags, we have already gone through them. Yeah, it's a classic Ponzi playbook, right? What is a classic Ponzi playbook? So the government body found that investor money wasn't actually invested in shares or real estate as promised. Instead, funds from new investors were used to pay earlier investor. So your friend's money they took and gave to you. Your money they're taking and giving to someone else. They are not making money through investment. This is how a Ponzi scheme actually happens. And you won't even know that they are doing it. Even in MLM also, MLM is a tactic used in Ponzi scheme, right? So I feel the verification is very, very simple. It's the same things that we discussed. I feel you have understood all of them. Now, actually, there is a website called the 420. They call it only 420. So that website actually reports all scams happening in India. You can check out that website. We also came across it, and you will understand a lot of scams happening. Their only work is to report you scam. They're a new age media company, right? So you need to get into it. And finally, we have the fake COD parcel scam. None of you have faced this? Or, one person. Because this was very popular. There also one more, I can see. People who order a lot of things online, it's very hard to tell this is a scam also. Because like, even I have seen myself, right? The delivery guy will even know my address. Because of the number of parcels I've ordered, that guy directly comes without even calling me. And if you are such person who orders a lot online, then this scam, you won't even know it's a scam, like it would have happened, right? So, random parcels are sent. If I am ordering for Amazon something, Flipkart something, Myntra something, at a point I'll start keeping a count of which parcel is coming, especially if you have ordered a lot of them at once, right? Scammers actually have networks. They observe these patterns and then only they scam you. Okay, these are very low value thing, but just imagine every day they're making 4,000 off from one person. In that day, if they have met even, 100 people, look at the amount, right? It turns out to be huge. So, unsolicited parcel, basically you never ordered. It will be sent to you, telling you have ordered this product, right? Of course, someone with common sense will first go to their app and see if I actually ordered, right? But there are some people, something is coming, I'll take it. Such also exist. And mostly this happens with COD deliveries, not with online payments, right? If you have paid for it, then how can they scam you? Because you have already paid. And India, one more thing is, why did Amazon release cash on delivery? Because Indians do not trust websites to pay online. That's why they released cash on delivery. Correct? Now in cash on delivery, scam is happening. So now you have to trust a better person here, right? Better company. So they took so many years for you to trust them before they started bank payments and digital transactions, right? So that's how it is, right? So if you're doing CODs, a lot of CODs, then this is typical, it can happen as well. So wrong parcels were sent to your family. Now your family member, let's say you're out of town, they would receive it and pay that money, right? They will not know if you told them or not, right? Repeat. So if you have rejected telling no, it's not mine, again they'll come. They'll keep coming multiple times, they'll keep trying with different types of parcels, right? Then finally at one time you'll be like, okay, you paid. Now you would have got something super cheap, something random you would have got. And these parcels normally come in bags which are not even looking official. So if you're a frequent buyer, you will know how Myntra bags will look, how Flipkart bags will look, how Amazon bags will. That's why now they're branded so well. It doesn't even, they're branded, right? You'll see the logo and everything. So you need to identify, observe those bags, how they look, so you don't fall for this. Now, again, fake packaging, personal data, scammers use leaked or scrapped names, numbers and addresses to target. So, your packaging will be there, no, of Myntra, Flipkart, legit ones. On that, bill will be attached. Have you seen? Have you observed? Invoice will be attached. Have you read what's on that invoice? Your address will be there on that invoice. Your address will be there, yes. If you have thrown it like that only in the dustbin, anyone can take that address and come back and target. They don't make contact with the delivery agent. They get it from the bin, from the garbage. This is very, very normal. They do this. And these are very low value, so you will forget it in a week, but they would have done a mega scam. So, lot of scams like this are happening in different places. See, this is how the packages looked. And even it will come from delivery, official delivery partner. It will come from DHL. It will come from reputed delivery companies, not even some random name will be there. So in that time, you'll be like, this is a reputed delivery company. Let's take it, right? So I feel we have, gone through all of these red flags while we were looking at the scam itself. So how to verify is very simple. Go to your app and see if you have actually ordered. Now, you know what will happen? In some cases, we would have ordered from not a big company, right? So many times we would have come across on Instagram, clothing and everything. We would have actually ordered from a new company who just has a website. I would have even forgotten my login for that website, in what ID I logged in and everything. So that time at least go check your mail, like at least remember the website name from which you ordered. This typically happens for women because we do order a lot of things from different websites, from Instagram. Even though they are legit, we would have forgotten that from where we ordered. That happens normally. If it's Amazon and reputed ones, you can see it in your dashboard itself, right? And you can even track that, you can take the delivery ID from them only and track it also on the legit websites. So, finally, what is the best thing here? Awareness is the best insurance against scams, and that is what happened today, right? That was spreading awareness to you so that you insure yourself freely against scams, correct? All right, we come to the end. So 1930 is the national helpline number to register complaint against financial scams. I feel this one slide screenshot is more than enough than the entire deck, right? So these are the Instagram and Twitter pages of legit government websites. I'll move in the side and you can take the So these are the ones, right? Now, if you follow these pages and Twitter handles, they will keep updating. The government itself keeps updating about these scams, or follow influencers like me. And we'll also keep you updated on the scams, right? So key 3 rules are there. Just remember this. I feel you can avoid any scam. First, build your scam awareness. Follow these websites, you build awareness. Next, avoid impulsive decisions. This is the most important, right? In all these scams, one of the intangible, sign was impulsive decision. You saw something, within 1 or 2 days, you took a decision and got into it, right? Take your time. Go slowly. Money is not going anywhere, right? Nothing is going anywhere. So calmly research and then do something. Induce a habit of researching before proceeding. Anything. Even if it's 1,000 rupees, 1 lakh rupees, 1 crore rupees. Doesn't matter. Always do your research. Build that habit even for small numbers so you'll never fall into a scam. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chandralekha. We have time for 1 or 2 questions. If anybody has a question, yeah. Can we pass the mic there, please? And while we wait for that question, what is safer to use, Android or Apple, according to you? Because that fight is always, I think, there between Apple and Android users. Is there any, or it doesn't matter?
I use Apple.
Yeah.
But I use it because it's good for content and everything. Nowadays, phones are intelligent. I feel Apple or Android, all these scams have happened even on Apple also, right? It's more on the individual based. If you talk about hacking, yes, iPhone is difficult to hack than an Android.
All right. Okay. Yes, 1 or 2 questions only maximum. Yes, please.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, good
My
afternoon.
name is Ashish. Madam, is it advisable to give our PAN or Aadhaar wherever required in financial, institutions or?
Like what kind of?
See, you go anywhere. Nowadays they ask you your Aadhaar card.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if we do self-attestation or anything, it can be misused.
Yeah.
So what protection should we take for this? That is my question.
See, PAN is something more sensitive than Aadhaar. Aadhaar number, you can't do much scams around it if your biometrics are not with the scammer. And now you have the new Aadhaar app that the government has released, which you can install. And there you can lock and unlock your biometrics as well. Because your biometrics is your identity, not the number given to you, right? That number we anyways give. So that you can lock and keep and unlock based on the verification. If someone comes, you can unlock, do the verification. Like even to get a credit card, right? You need to complete Aadhaar biometric verification. Normally, they don't even ask you physical thing. They come with a digital device and then tell you to keep your thumb and verify, right? You don't even submit. PAN is something so sensitive. It's a very sensitive document that don't try to use it everywhere, right? Use Aadhaar. PAN only use for your tax purposes or credit card or something like that. Or else don't use PAN. Even if you are checking in at any hotel or anything, Aadhaar is enough. Aadhaar, you can't do anything with it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's take 1 more question from the gentleman there.
Hello, madam.
Yeah.
Yeah. If scam happens and if we want to report to police, what will be the span time duration to report to the police? Because most of the times what happens, there is a lack of evidences or a lack of the situation.
Right.
The time spent more.
Yeah.
So what will be the duration for that to report to the police? Because most of the times what happens, if we go to the police, they first inquire about what exactly the spam is. So how you can...
Okay. So if it's a digital scam, you can first go to the cybercrime department. The details was mentioned on the deck. So you can report there instantly the moment you notice you have been scammed. For police, you can go immediately. There is no timing. I guess for some cases they say 24 hours. That is not for scams. That's not for digital scams. That is for something else, to register different kinds of cases. But for digital scams, you can go immediately. The moment you feel you're scammed and you know it has happened, you can go. Yeah.
Because these are 2 different things. When the scam has happened and when you realize the scam has happened. So it's 2 different timelines there.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, one senior citizen. One last question. Yes, please.
Yeah. See, you always say how to avoid the scams. Okay. If somebody has found a red flag and somebody has seen that now I am maybe getting into that fraud. And if I stop all these things and then if I report to police, that's a proactiveness type thing. Yeah. But I don't think they will entertain it.
They will
because
not do anything.
They have so many cases, fraudulent cases already with them. But if I am telling that this is what is happening on my email or this is what is happening on my mobile and this is my phone, this is what the phone number is of the scamster, and they will say, "आपका कुछ नहीं गया है ना?" तो आप क्यों?
Typical.
Then how to deal with that? If I'm an aware citizen, and if I want to avoid these things with others,
Yeah.
and I want to do something, then how to go about that?
I feel best is reach out media pages, tell your scam. They will make the world aware of things. So that's the best way. You can reach out to top media Instagram pages. You can reach out to, a lot of pages are there which just report scams and influences about your scam. They can make it aware. Now if you talk about solution, police won't do, sir. Unless until you lose money, they won't give a solution. And there is no way they can also keep anyone aware. Government is doing right now through education, but if you tell me it will get aware, social media is the only way to make people aware.
Just give some highlights on the mule accounts. What are the mule accounts?
Yeah. So, okay. So what scamsters do is they hire people called mules. Okay. Now the only work of these mules are individuals. These individuals open hundreds of accounts, bank accounts in their name. Now you can't even trace where are these bank accounts. Across states, mules will be there and the scammers will give money to them just to transfer money from one account to another. From their account, they'll transfer it to another mule account. Another mule will transfer it to another mule account. So mule is a person, their account will be called as a mule account, and they just keep transferring from one person to another and they're paid commission on that transfer. This is how scamsters operate with mule accounts.
Alright, thank you very much. You can take that offline with her. I'm sure, Chandralekha, if you have a few minutes, we will take those questions offline. Thank you so much. Okay, let's have the question. Yeah.
Ma'am, do you have any idea about if we can recover the money which we have lost in such scams?
Okay, so it depends on how complicated and complex the scam has happened through. When you complain to the police, that is their work, they will try to recover it. By your own self, what can you do? Like, you can't do much to recover unless until you know that scammer is someone you know, you can't do anything, especially with digital cases. They have gone. So only thing you can do is always whatever thing that you're entering into, keep photos of it, keep transactions of it. If you're even like doing it with a person or something like that, make sure you're doing it in a place where there is CCTV, so you have collected enough evidence, right? So best way for even the police to get back your money is evidence. So make sure you're collecting enough evidence in that process and you would have helped them 60% to get your money back, right? Rest will depend on them. That's it.
Meetings at Jantar Mantar or anywhere, are they beneficial?
That you'll have to decide, I think, where to meet the scammer. Or let's take this offline. Sorry about that, but we'll have to end the session here. Thank you so much. A round of applause for Chandralekha, everybody.
Thank you.
Very needed, much needed topic in today's day and age. Thank you so much. And we're going to take a short 10-minute break while we set up for our next session. On the other side of the break, we have a session on decoding labels by Food Farmer. Again, a big influential personality on social media. Very important topic. So अगर आपने उस सेशन के लिए रजिस्टर किया है तो आप जल्दी से क्विक ब्रेक लेकर वापस आ सकते हैं या बैठे रह सकते हैं. And if you're not registered for this, you can let the others then come in and enjoy the session. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah, I can.